Meghan Markle has urged men to be more vocal with their anger at the repealing of Roe v. Wade, as she revealed that Prince Harry's response to the news on Friday was guttural. The Duchess of Sussex, 40, spoke to Vogue magazine in conversation with author and activist Gloria Steinem, 88, and journalist Jessica Yellin. Steinem declared the day after Friday's ruling that she would welcome women traveling to New York for an abortion into her own Manhattan home. She said that her husband was a feminist, and he reacted with anger to the Supreme Court's decision. Markle said that all men need to join women in the fight to protect abortion rights. Men need to be vocal in this moment and beyond because these are decisions that affect relationships, families, and communities at large, she said. They may target women, but the consequences impact all of us. My husband and I talked about that a lot over the past few days. H is a feminist too. Steinem, who was approached by Markle in 2020, when the Duchess realized that she was sheltering during the pandemic near their California home, said she could confirm that Harry was deeply interested in women's rights. His reaction last week was guttural, like mine. Markle said, I know that for so many women right now, there is a sentiment of despair. But again, we have to band together and not wallow, we have to do the work. The mother of two said it was important to normalize conversation about the things that affect our lives and bodies, referencing her own decision to speak out in November 2020 about her own miscarriage. This is about women's physical safety, she said. It's also about economic justice, individual autonomy, and who we are as a society. Nobody should be forced to make a decision they do not want to make, or is unsafe, or puts their own life in jeopardy. Steinem told the story of her own abortion, performed in London, which she said allowed her to live the life she chose. Here you're talking to two women, one who chose to give birth happily, and one who chose not to give birth happily, Markle said, and were both prospering because we were able to make our own choices. Steinem, born in Ohio, moved to New York in 1960, and in 1971 famously launched Ms. Magazine, the first publication to be owned and operated by women. She has been at the forefront of women's rights for over 50 years, and, asked what she would do to help, told the New York Post on Saturday, everything from the small effort to say, I have a guest room if you need to come to New York State, you can stay here. Which of course is limited since it's only one room, but at least it's something that I can offer. Steinem told Vogue that Meghan and Harry speaking out about the issue was vital. It's very, very, very important, she said, because what they both have is trust. We trust them and nothing but nothing replaces trust. It is the most important quality or attribute. We can see things on television and not believe them or not trust them, but when people like these two tell us, then we trust it. Steinem has recruited Markle in her fight to get Congress to ratify the Equal Rights Amendment, a proposed amendment to the United States Constitution designed to guarantee equal legal rights for all American citizens regardless of sex. Being home, seeing what's happening in our country and feeling energized and motivated, if this is the type of legislation that we need pushed through, then this is a moment that I am absolutely going to show up for, Markle said, not just because it's what we need as women, but it's what we need as people. Los Angeles-born Markle said that now was a time that requires unity. She said she was optimistic. I always look at things with the undercurrent of hope. If you are someone who truly believes that there can be something better, if you're someone who sees injustice, you have a choice. You can sit there and be complacent and watch it, or you can say, what can I do to get us to the other side of this? She explained, that's another reason why I called Gloria, because I knew what I was looking for. What we need, in this moment, is to start with hope. She said what was needed was really listening to people, understanding the Constitution was written at a time when women were second-class citizens. She added, I think it's equally about honoring the people who've been doing the work long before us, like Gloria. I'm grateful that I'm holding a baton right there next to her and that we will continue to be doing this work together.